Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back at it again with another review, and today we have a very anticipated review on my end. We're going to be taking a look at the Neca Toys Cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Disguise 4-pack Target exclusive, and that's where the problem with this comes in. I went to about over 50 Targets, some of them multiple times, but trips to Target, it had to be over 50, looking for this freaking item, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I drug my poor girlfriend out everywhere. God bless her, she stayed with me the whole time, and she never gave me lip because she knowed how much I wanted this, and I'm just so happy it was here. I had to bite the bullet and pay the scalper prices online, but I got it on Mercari. I had some coupons on there. So I only paid about 20 bucks more than what this would be on retail. So I'm okay with that. Would I have loved to have walked into Target and found it and paid it price as marked? Yes. But is it worth the stress, energy, gas, time, and annoyance of my lovely girlfriend? No. So it's finally time to take a look at this amazing 4-pack. I'm going to take a look at the packaging real quick. I haven't opened these yet. The front, I love this art. I think I'm actually going to try to put this behind my Turtles display because it looks so nice. On the side, it's a little hard to see, but it just says Turtles in Disguise. You got Rocksteady, Wanted. On the other side, you got Joey Eyeball in the trash can down there, and then the Turtles in Disguise. The top says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I love that Neca is doing the product images. You can see the face swaps option, all the different options that you have. This is the ideal look for me. This is what I want. So, without further ado, I guess I should show. Go ahead, and then you open the flap, and you got like a street scene down there, and then you can see all the turtles in the package. I think there's more accessory than figure in here, which is amazing. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 4-pack of the Turtles in Disguise by Neca Toys. So after sitting and playing with them for a couple minutes now, I kind of lost track of time. These things are amazing. They were totally worth the wait, and they were totally worth the price point that I had to pay for them. I'm so happy with them. I think they look phenomenal. I think the craziest thing about this is the amount of options that you have with these. You could take all the clothes off after you take them out to dinner, of course, and have just regular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you can do whatever you want with them that way, or you put all the clothes on them and you have this amazing look, and it's just, I can't get over how good these things look. I have them in these poses, and I'm probably going to leave them like that, but I'm going to take one of the turtles to show you how all the accessories work, how the features work, and I'm going to do that with the best turtle, which is Donatello. Yep. My personal favorite turtle is Donatello. I think he's the glue that holds the team together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at accessories for these guys. So there are a lot for accessories. For starters, you get a slew of hands. I mean, gripping hands, open hands, different gripping hands, Raph Sai hands, pointer fingers, flat hands, thumbs up hands. And they could be, since all the turtles are the same color, they could go to any particular turtle that you want them for. So like you can see the flat hand there, the pointer finger hand. There's a weird open grippy hand that I have Raph using over there to open up his jacket. Gripping hand for Mikey using the pizza. The gripping hands work best to put in the pockets unless you want the thumb out. You can use the flat hand like I have on Mikey right there. But yeah, the one is funny enough is how many hands here. I would like fist hands. They never gave us fist hands for the turtles. I would really like that, and I think a lot of people would enjoy that. Because I kind of didn't want Leo holding his sword because, they're turtles in disguise. That's the whole point of this. But whatever, I think that it still looks cool. So tons of hands, and then of course, along with hands, you got to get the turtle signature weapons. You get Mikey's nunchucks, which are actual chains. I don't know if they're metal per se, but you get the actual chains. You get 2 of Leo's swords. Here's what they look like. There's the sword. You get 2 of them. Obviously, I have him holding the other one. And then you get Raph's Sai You get 2 of those as well, but I have him holding it there. And then Donnie has his bow staff. Let's see, I can take it out real quick without messing everything up, I hope. And behind the camera strength. But yeah, here's Donnie's bow staff. A little warped, but not too bad. The paint is crazy. Like all the sculpt and the detail on this thing. It's not focusing on the staff is crazy, but that's awesome. So of course you get their weapons, but then where these things really stand out, if you want to count the jackets, pants, and hats as accessories, you can. All the hats come off and they look great with the cell shading and the animated style, and they plop onto the heads pretty good. There's like a sweet spot that you got to find, but once you do, they look great. You get Mikey's skateboard, which the wheels do roll, for those of you who are wondering. The paint looks great. The bottom, there's like this nice texture that looks like wood. I really like that. It's like tiny details like that that work so nice. The deco is really good. We're probably going to be getting a similar one like this with the Mondo Gecko. I'm skipping that figure. I only get the turtles, but I don't know. I'd like to see if it's the same one. As you can see, Mikey holding here, you get a slice of pizza. But if one slice doesn't satisfy your pizza-loving needs, you also get 2 pies. This one, I'm sure they were not happy about. It's got anchovies on it, and you know how the turtles are with their anchovies. We don't like that. So this is probably the pizza that you're going to want to go with, and it looks fantastic. Comes on the tray. Obviously, the tray's not removable. It's like this softer plastic, but it looks great. Same with this one. This one doesn't come with the tray, actually, but yeah. So these look phenomenal. They're going to go in my display for sure. You get Pigeon Pete. I believe this character's name is. Not something that I would have asked for, but I will never complain about more accessories, so that's awesome. I know this is like, it looks like a painter's hat. But I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea what this is from. If anybody knows, please feel free to let me know. It says weird. The paint looks great on it. The tortoise, the hare, and the tortoise book, that's hilarious to me. I think that's awesome as a nice little accessory for them. And you also get a Radio Raheem style boombox from the 80s, which is awesome, man. Like, I'm definitely going to have this like in the background of the display. For the turtles, I think this looks great, which would have been cool. I don't know if it's show accurate or not, but it would have been cool to get like little stickers of like decals, like kind of like the shell on the boombox, but that's probably not from the show. That's probably just me wanting something that doesn't exist. But aside from all those accessories, which is crazy enough as it is, you get this you get interchangeable heads when they wear their human masks. There's 2 kinds, and there's 2 of each kind. So you get 2 happy faces, which they just look disturbing to me. So I will not be using these, but it's cool that they added them. And then you get the frightened face, I guess. I think that's the best way to put it. But yeah, so those are awesome. And it's easy to just, using Donatello again, just pop off the head. And then, I think that's on. And then pop that one on, and boom, you have weird human head turtle. But yeah, for my needs, I'm definitely just gonna be leaving the turtle heads on them. Now the last thing that you get to do with this, which gives an amazing amount of options, is it comes with interchangeable heads for the turtles. Now you're probably thinking, well, interchangeable heads, they come with every action figure. But the thing that makes these so special is you can pop the top off. I suggest getting your pinky and putting it through the bottom. That makes it easier so you don't have to worry about stripping the peg on the bandana, or I forget what that mask is called, but you pop it out. Say you want Raph smiling, or like cheesing. Pop out Raph's head, and then you plug it onto the other one. So it's all interchangeable, which is something that is awesome. I think they did that with their quarter scale figures, and now they're bringing it into the 6-inch scale ones or the 7-inch scale ones, which is, I think, awesome. So I'm very happy they did this. So you have unlimited options with these turtles. There's a smiling head, a frightened head, or if you put an angry eyes on that, it could be a screaming angry head. Kind of like, I think I have my Raph like that right now. Yeah, kind of like he's like angry, screaming. You have a solemn frown, which is like what I had Donatello having. You have the cheesy smile, which is the open mouth smile, and then you also have a regular smile. I think you have two of each of those. So I have Mikey with the regular smile, Raph with the open frowning mouth, and then Leo and Donnie with the closed frown mouth. But yeah, these are awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of the figures, a closer look at them. As I stated, Donatello is my favorite turtle, so I'm probably going to use him for everything. But the aesthetics on these are great. If I had one minor nitpick, I think the skin tone is a little glossy on these guys. I love the color, and the cell shading is great where it is. Like you can see it in the collarbones down there, in the bandana. It's great. The cell shading is fantastic. The color choice is great. I love the saturated colors of each of their masks. You have their arms, which are all, might I add, completely painted, even though they're not going to be shown through the package. They're completely painted with the cell shading on the bandana and the skin, so that's great. You get, of course, their signature lettered belts, and you get these pants that are very stretchy. We'll go over articulation in a second. The shell is completely painted. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and take the whole jacket off because it will kind of be a hassle to get back on. So I'm going to leave mine on. I really like the way it's sitting on Donatello right now. The way that you buckle it is like a normal belt. You go through the bottom and then go ahead and loop it through the top. It's a little hard to do through the camera, but loop it through the top and then, pull it tight like a regular buckle on a jacket would be. So it's very easy. I think it looks very good. The soft goods, I think a bendy wire in the bottom of the jacket really, really would have benefited them here. Because they already have that double stitching thing that they do. So I thought that they did have them, but I guess I was mistaken. It's not a deal breaker at all for me. I just think it's something that I think they could have benefited from. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. So for articulation, I'm going to leave the clothes on like I said, but his head's going to look upwards that much. Ooh, we lost Leo. Head's going to look downwards all the way. Full rotation and pivot because you get a ball at the base of the neck and a double ball at the head. So you get great movement all the way around. Swivel. You get a swivel and a hinge on the bandana. That's awesome. There's so much posability there. That's great. I love that. The shoulders with the jacket aren't getting hindered at all by the jacket. They're going to move upwards that much, down that much. You can rotate them almost all the way around, but obviously it's cloth, so it's going to get a little messed up if you try to go all the way around. The body is going to go pivot. Pivot's great both ways. Swivel. There's a great crunch in there. I know it's kind of hard to see with the jacket. The hips, you can pretty much get a full split on this guy. So that's awesome. You do get a thigh swivel in there. You get double jointed knees. They're going to kick upwards that much. You can get those turtle high kicks. They can kick backwards, like I said, double knees that you can go all the way back. And then the ankle, which is different from the other turtle. The other turtle said, I have the two packs of the lighter green ones, and they have like a ball peg at the bottom. But these actually have a hinge and swivel ankle, which is so much better. So I'm very happy they made these minor changes that really added a lot to these figures. So, that's the articulation. I think it works great on these guys. So let's go ahead and look at final thoughts. So if you guys couldn't tell, I am in love with these figures. I think they're better than their predecessors from the 2-packs. And I think they're perfect. I love the articulation, the accessories. Neca just kills it with accessories. I mean, Neca kills it on all cylinders in my opinion. Every single release they do is a showstopper, from Predator to Universal Monsters to horror to the Neca to the Turtles. They just kill it on every ground, and I love Neca, and these are a great example of that. I'm so happy to finally have these in my collection. It took way too long, but the wait was worth it. I think they're perfect in every aspect. Sure, I think a bendy wire in the trench coats would have been really nice. But honestly, that's my only nitpick. So, like, I would give these guys like a 9.5 out of 10. Other than that, I think they're perfect. And I love everything that they come with. I mean, like I said, I think there's more accessory than there is action figure here, which is not surprising for Neca, but still amazing nonetheless. So that's going to do it for today's look at the Neca Turtles in Disguise 4-pack by Neca Toys. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm just building up my channel now, so if we could get a couple more subscribers, a couple more views, likes, the whole kit and caboodle, that would be lovely. But without that, I'll see you guys later.